Ha! Ha! Hi! Howdy, everyone! And welcome to the Theater of the First. Hi, everyone! Hi! Hi! So, today is gonna be an interesting one. Before Digimon Time Stranger launches in... I don't remember if it's October or November, actually. One second. Time. October. Before it launches at literally the beginning of October, we wanted to return to some of the games we haven't covered on stream yet. That being, at least the old story games. That's gonna be starting with this one, which is Digimon World Dawn. If you remember some of the really early days of us streaming, Digimon World Dawn was actually the first thing we ever attempted to stream. It was on a pretest, and we got back to it later. I can't remember when or what model it was, but we did finish all of Dusk. This game's going to be very similar, but it will have a different pool of unique Digimon and some different bosses, as well as unique areas in a couple points. But otherwise, we're just going to kind of be blazing through this one. After this one, we are also going to try and get in a playthrough of Cyber Sleuth. No guarantees on if we'll get that done in time, because that game's very big and very long, and will require a lot of voice acting from us in comparison to this. This is going to be using a quality of life patch that released sometime recently. I don't remember when. It is going to basically tone down the encounter rate in zones, increase the EXP you'll get from encounter rates, increase the species EXP specifically you'll get, which that'll come in contact later, and increase your movement speed on the map. So the idea of this one is to kind of shave down some of the grinding from later in the game, while also evening out the difficulty curve because of it. So we remember a lot of this game, since it's mostly the same as Dusk, and we have played both of them before. But I'm curious to see how fast we're going to zoom through this now. The only other thing to note is, why are you playing this game? You've been a noted hater of Coronamon, the mascot of this game. You've called him a bum over and over and over again. Well, the answer, dear viewers, is that despite us being a Luna head, or a Lunamon head, we streamed that one already. So we're gonna be streaming this one, which unfortunately means Lunamon won't be in this game. But they will return in the future. I do swear that. Alright. With that said, we're going to jump right in to the main screen here. And we're also going to say hello to a new guest we have right here today who will be joining us. You've seen them on the PNG tuber version of the model, but they're finally ready for display here. And... He's getting cut off, but Hoshio will be here with us today for support. With that said, it's been a while, but let's get over to our side stage here for DS games. Haven't seen this screen in a long time, huh? Wah! Yeah. Okay, I gotta remember how to do this. Howdy! Yeah, there's the boy. Hold on. Yeah. Make him a little more visible. Alright. Hi everyone. Alright. With that said, let's just get into it here. So, that's right, it's on WASDA. I had to put it on WASDA because, this legal tool for streaming this game, that I do physically own, by the way. I own both of these physically. My left, it doesn't use controller inputs. My left stick's a little, my left keypad is a little fucked up. So we're having to use WASD for this one. Oh, oops. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. There we go. Now we have to choose the worst design. Oh, part of the quality of life for this game, by the way, is in fact that they have added 2 extra slots on your character name. Because for some reason, these DS games only had 2 slots. No, sorry, 5 slots for character names. Which meant most people couldn't even write their damn name in them. So they've improved it a little bit. Not that that will ever be a problem for us. I have to get used to using WASD. I haven't used WASD in a while. Yeah. My name Ari. That's actually not true. That's not our name. That's our title. Alright. So, by the way, this patch does come with a randomizer option. We may visit that again in the future. But if we do that, it will likely be for Dusk. Not that it would matter because it will randomize literally everything. But here's our basic starting packs. The balance pack is balance stats. If you've played, actually... No, yeah. That was still in there. There is still like tank and balance and attacker, I think, in Cyber Sleuth. So, balance means all your stats will grow evenly, and it comes with Rise Greymon, Coronamon, and Angelomon. Basically every single one is gonna come with Coronamon. The attack pack comes with Growlmon, Mega Seedramon, and Coronamon. The speed pack comes with Airdramon, Coronamon, and Cinderamon. And the Japanese pack comes with Rapamon, Coronamon, and Karatenmon. So the purpose of these packs is actually much more devious than you might expect from a small, like, baby game. These packs determine which Digimon you can get access to early. I don't think Balance Pack is worth it, if I remember right, because you can get Rise Greymon, Rise Greymon's line, like, super quick, like, second major dungeon. Growlmon is locked to, like, halfway through the game. So if you want Guilmon, you pick this one. Otherwise, you need to recruit Guilmon before you can get into the Growlmon's line at all due to evolution restrictions, which means you just can't get him until you get to that optional dungeon halfway through the game. Airdramon, if I remember right, is about halfway. No. I might actually be getting that confused with something else. I can't remember where you meet Airdramon in this version. I remember where you meet him in Digimon World DS, which we'll get to. We'll discuss that in a little bit here. And Repamon's main thing. Repamon is very good in this game, by the way, but that is a big grind. We'll see how much quality of life has affected that. Karatenmon is a dead-end evolution unless you use DNA Digivolution, by the way. So don't lock in on that unless you want to be in for a surprise. Same with Cinderamon. Cinderamon cannot go to Mega on its own, but it is, if I remember right, one of the components for Susanomon for some reason? There's a lot of information these games don't care to tell you. We're going to go with the attack pack because Guilmon is here. And everyone loves Guilmon. I don't remember what I set those to. Oops. We're not gonna. Oh, wait. I can't just. Fuck yeah, I'm so smart. There we go. Corona. Okay, these ones are funny. Whatever you give to them, they're gonna be stuck with. Due to how the game's plot works for a little bit. So we actually want to name them their rookie forms. Unfortunately, this game does do something weird. That if you're familiar with Digimon at all, you might be a little confused by. Which is, for some reason, Digimon in this, and we're just gonna release the Mon on these because there isn't enough like space on all of them. Digimon, for some reason, comes from Snow Agumon in this game. Not Betamon. Betamon is an entirely different line, if I remember right. Unless they somehow changed that via this patch. Alright. So, if you played Digimon World Dusk before, you'd in fact realize immediately that this is a different beginning of the game. In Digimon World Dusk, we start in what is it? You get a little extra plot. We start in one of the early dungeons, and you actually encounter one of the villains of the game early, after doing a couple fights there. In this one, we jump right into the tournament, which we actually just get to skip to the end of in Dusk. What are you doing? You're late! The Group B tournament's already started. You're participating as a light thing, right? You're always this way, really. Take being a light thing more seriously. The Night Crow will all laugh at you. Rubs your little head. Let's hurry up and go. Come on, let's move it. Now I'm curious as to how fast we're actually going to move once we're out of cutscene territory. The Group A champ has already been decided. It's a Night Crow tamer called Sayo. Should recognize her. She's gonna be a secret in an upcoming set of the Digimon TCG that I think is out in 2 days officially. Tanpei, you better win no matter what. Take take Newton and crush it. Monodramon and Kokuamon. This shit don't matter. The plot on these older games is very light. And the characters aren't very in-depth. But I am hoping they can strike a decent balance in the next game, in Time Stranger. Because, boy, Cyber Sleuth is wordy as hell. You'll be sitting in cutscenes for like 20 minutes on some of those. That's 2 straight losses for Life Fang. Damn, we suck! Anyway, let's hurry and get back to the Light Fang waiting room. Chief Glare is waiting for you, so let's move it. Hey, how fast are we going to move? That is, like, running at, like, 1.5 speed of the base game. That is a significant improvement. Over here, everyone's waiting. Ours, you just barely made it. You're up next. Be careful and stay calm. Light Fang currently has 2 straight losses. Nightcrawler only needs 1 more to win the whole thing. We need you to stop that from happening. I'm sure you can do it. We can't afford another loss, but if you fight carefully, I'm sure you can win. If you win 3 in a row, you can be the Group B champ. I'm sorry, Chief Glarophonamon. I got my ass beat. Monodramon hit Kokuamon. Yep. A lethal blow. I should have won that. I can't believe Light Fang lost to Nightcrawler. You've lost twice. Cheetah, even you. Cheetah, who are you to talk? Imagine being named Cheetah. That's crazy. Who's the one who lost so easily to Nightcrow? Even you, Komachi. Yes, I never thought I'd lose to Newton. I didn't even think about it. I don't know if any of them fought well. They all got their ass beat. Your ranks are still normal. Regardless of the outcome, your teamwork with your Digimon was pretty good. And ours, we still have you. Give it your all. Do your best. Don't get hurt. You better not lose. Alright. Here we go. I think they just straight up throw us in. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have a little bit to discuss here the moment we get into a fight. Because this game is very close to Cyber Sleuth. outside of some very important differences to the gameplay. I'll defeat you and win 3 in a row. Then I'll be the Group B champ in the normal tournament. What a jerk. I wouldn't say that. How frustrating. Noonan's a loser. Yes, yeah, MP and MP. Okay, I'll explain that one during game. This will determine whether Noonan will be able to make it to the finals, or will you be able to stop him? Ready? Begin! Ding! Alright, here we go. So, as you can see here, all of our information is on the top screen for HP, as well as MP, as well as our Digimon's attributes. So, virus, neutral, data, and vaccine are not in this game. Instead, resistances are determined by the individual Digimon. But there are basic rules you can usually snuff out. Like, things are usually resistant to themselves and weak to one general type of attack, outside of a couple exceptions. You can also see the battle timeline right up there in the top left, so that's still the same. We have a couple of options, some of which are new. So we have fight, fairly obvious. Auto attack is also under fight. We have move, we have item, we have defend, and we have flee. Flee's not going to do anything here. Defend is the same as always. Item brings you into your item box. That should be pretty obvious. Move is unique in this game. We aren't allowed to pick it yet, so we'll talk about that later. So for fight, we have our normal blade and lightning javelin. Do we not just have a normal attack? Am I misremembering? I might be thinking of the next game. But this is a metal attribute attack, so obviously, well, actually it's called energy if I remember right. Obviously that's not going to do much to Kokuamon. This is lightning. Lightning is actually usually associated with bugs. But there are a bunch of exceptions to that rule. So this Kokuamon's gonna have a bit of HP, but should not be a problem since we have 3 guys. And we got paralysis. Paralysis is mean as fuck. It's basically Pokemon paralysis. They're kind of just screwed now. There's no way they're getting out of this. So as you can see, we're a little strong right now. Winner! Noon of Light Crow has lost. Get out of here, you fucking loser. Yay! You literally lost, bro. Darn, I let my guard down and I underestimated Light Fang. They're a stronger Nightcrow than me. I'll see you. I'll see you later. Bye. Next tamer is Punch. Look at this fucking loser. That fool. I can't believe he lost to this one. He's still an amateur. He's given to be able to beat Light Fang. There's no way we could lose. Just ignore him. Just beat his ass. Alright, now they're telling us about move. Yeah. Alright, move is something that is unique to these games in the DS era, because they completely eradicated this mechanic, which is kind of unfortunate because it homogenized a lot of stuff. So, you'll notice Digimon are spawned into the map on different locations. And if you look at the battlefield moniker up there, they are separated by 5 locations. For normal battles, these are generated on a seed, so they aren't completely random, but there's a bunch of different ones. And your moves, as we saw in here with Lightning Javelin, can hit a variety of different points on the map. If they're marked in blue like this, it means that they're a fixed location. These moves are typically more powerful, but cannot be adjusted at all. versus if I go into normal blade and click confirm here, you can see you can select anywhere on the field to attack with. If there's not a target, obviously you cannot select that location. On top of that, if we back out and go into move, each Digimon has a special ability that allows you to boost the stats of other Digimon on the map. Now, right now, we're actually in a horrible, horrible layout. So this gives you bonus to everyone. But the problem is, if we ever encounter a Digimon with a 2 or 3 stack, our entire team can get hit by that damage. So the main product of this, like, main idea behind this combat system is to have your Digimon adjusted in a way where you can support yourself, but also dodging the most obvious incoming attacks once you learn what they're going to be. So it's basically a form of either buffing or damage mitigation that has been completely removed from all future games and does not appear to be back in Time Stranger, unfortunately. But with that said, let's just beat the shit out of these guys. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. It is kind of funny that we still have a champ on our team. I think most of the ones in Dusk actually have... Sorry, I wasn't expecting it to do exactly 1 damage. That's fucked up. So we've kind of like... We've talked shit on Coronamon in the past, but we might as well go into why that is. So Dianamon is actually really strong in this game due to her being based on special effect attacks, like Paralyze, Sleep. I think she has one for Poison. She can do healing, and multi-hit. And multi-hit in this game lets you select different targets between attacks. Unlike in Cyber Sleep, where it's just multiple hits on the same target. Which is, as you might imagine, while you're also doing status elements, incredibly powerful. On top of this, she also has much lower Digivolution requirements than Coronamon. Coronamon changes this out for AoEs, which actually, in the end, basically give you less concentrated damage on a single Digimon or spread. And more power, while having no status effects, and also has higher Digivolution requirements. So when we call him a bum, we mean it's because he sucks. He's fine. He's just not, he's not Dianamon, who's way better. Okay. You did it! You beat Group B! Yay, 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 yay! I lost! Get the fuck out of here, loser. I'm the winner. Me. Okay, here comes Guts. Kill him. Kill him, gang. Telling us to use our items to heal when we've taken like a collective 1 damage. Fight! Oh. Alright, here we go. It's Golemon and Volcanomon. What? Mushmon? Alright, this is a much more even fight in that it is exactly even, actually. We're still gonna use this just because it has such higher damage output. Yep. We need to try to remove him as soon as possible because he's the heaviest hitter. Unfortunately, I don't think fire does a lot to him. Ah, just barely. Oh well. See? That's what I'm talking about. That's why keeping all of your guys in a 3-stack is dangerous. Okay. So luckily, moving doesn't actually cost anything, and you still get your turn immediately. We're gonna get Coronamon out of here to make him less likely to be hit. Locatamon is a design. Oh yeah, he's a classic. Bum. I actually have to check something for a second. Wait, do I not have a... I've been informed I do not have a pause screen on here. Hold on. One second. Checking something. Okay, there's no way to check that. Alright. Now, we've more or less cleared this out already. We should use our fire attack on you. Boom. There we go. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, 37 whole damage. Thanks. It's really funny how overpowered your champ and your ultimate are here, but then Coronamon just gets 2-shot. There we go. This will go a lot faster once we're actually on the overworld. Yay, 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 yay. Yay, 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 I win. Bro literally just like shot at our random Oomphy in the crowd. Like, that guy sucks. Okay. So, real quick. Ah, our entire team has been healed. That's good. Well, it was a good match. Did good. Good luck on the normal tournament finals. Hello, Lightfang. Are you sure about that? Nightcrow isn't so weak. There's some awkward localization in here. Like I know they're really limited on like characters, but damn. Isn't Chief Julia and Chaos Galamon of Nightcrow. Chief Glare and Ophanimon. The Lightfang fight well. I never imagined we would lose the spot of Group B champ. We just can't lose to the Nightcrow all the time. Lightfang never give up in a pinch. Indeed, Lightfang are doing well. Nightcrow doing just as well, actually. Say the champ Group A is particularly impressive. Right, Julia? Style the champ of Group A fought very well. And there she is, Miss soon-to-be expensive secret rare herself. Thank you, Chief Julia, Chief Glare. But I've still got a lot to learn. And now that they're both on screen, we can say hello to the biggest criminals from the fucking Digimon TCG. Here are ours. Champ of Group B. I'm Sayo of Nightcrow. Champ of Group A. Well, next match is the final match of the normal tournament. I look forward to a good battle. Fight to the best of your ability as a proud tamer. I will, Chief Julia. Chief Claire. I'll do my best. You can count on me. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately for you, Sayo, you're gonna get, like, kind of owned because we picked the other game this time. Be careful. She's strong. You ready to go to the waiting room? Be careful. She scares me. Let's save just so we don't have to watch that cutscene again. It's very important here that we try and keep Corona alive, because Corona can die during this fight, and Corona gets to keep the XP if we keep it alive. Also, it is possible to lose this. It doesn't end up affecting anything, if I remember right. You gotta win! Give it your all! Get some momentum and win the normal tournament. Then Lightfang will win the bronze tournament tomorrow. I don't know, I've seen your bronze tamers. They suck. Now for the final match in the normal tournament. Group A champ is Sayo of Nightcrow. Group B champ is ours of Lightfang. Both have gotten to this point of ease. This will be an interesting matchup. Who will be the winner? Me. I have to fight Lunamon, though, and that sucks. Ding! You're gonna make me fight an actual baby. Do do. Do 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 do. Fun fact, this specific lineup is not available if you play Dust as your starter lineup. Kind of weird. I win! Alright, so we're gonna have to move Guilmon here. Or Growlmon. There we go. So Mach Galgamon is a beast, which means he's fairly weak to fire. Of course, our attack power is much lower. Hit him with the Grand Cross. Hit him with the Castlevania. Fucked up that their Lunamon is stronger than our Coronamon, by the way. Okay, let's see if we can wipe out Mirage Gao here. There we go. One problem solved. Ouch. Okay. I'm not worried about Lunamon, but we gotta pile on Lilamon here. She has a lot of ranged attacks, which is very annoying. Alright. Bang. Alright, for Coronamon's turn. That is not a lot of healing, by the way. I just realized how little that is. I should have saved that for what's coming up. And that's what I mean by it's really easy for Coronamon to fucking die here. If Coronamon takes like 2 stray hits, they're doomed. If Lunamon just like glances at Coronamon here, it's over. Like, it's so easy to lose him in this fight. Alright, let's try and whittle her down, at least guarantee Sagu can get the conversion. There we go. Problem solved. Alright. Healmon time. Go Growlmon. Fucking eviscerate this small child. Kill this baby. The fight is basically over now. There's not much Lunamon can do on its own. Don't gotta worry about that at all. Holy shoot, though. Bam. You miss! You miss! You bum! Thank you. I know it's just a real one to hit and fucking get a critical even. Yeah, and that's why you wanna make sure they stay alive. You get almost a full level off of that. We win! Yay! 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 I don't know how long we're gonna go tonight, by the way, just because we're being attacked by the fucking heat death of the universe again. Like I might have to pause here and go get something to cool down. It's Dad. Thanks to the great match. It was a good fight. I was able to see how strong Nightcrow really are. Same to you, Chief Blair and Afani. Huh? Bum ba do do do. Good job. It was a great battle. Well done. Like you and Sayo are going to be good rivals. Thanks to you, Sayo will probably become a good tamer. Probably. See you around. Oh, it's time to head back to Darkmoon City. I look forward to the bronze tournament tomorrow. Follow them, quickly. So if you played Dust, you would recognize this guy as the man who stages the attack of the ruins. You shady character, settle down. Who are you? You can't escape today. Nope, escapes. Who was that? There's been some strange activity inside servers recently. I'm worried about Darkmoon City. What's this all about? I better be careful too. You're right. Be careful. Thanks for everything. Man, localization was not there. They did not give a shit. You did very well today. Your matches were worthy of the opening day. Gal and Laya, tomorrow is the Bronze Tamer tournament. I'm counting on the both of you. The Nightcrow and Nightfang are old rivals. Winning is important, but even more so is to have a good match. Leave it to us. We'll show Nightcrow just how strong Nightfang are. We won't lose to Nightcrow. Sit back and watch. We'll win. Dun, bum. Good. We're counting on all of you. Get some rest today, miss. Ars, I'd like you to stay. We have something to talk to you about. Bum, bum. I've been concerned about that strange guy we saw at the match. Vicious activity in Darkmoon. You've heard the rumors even here in Sunshine City. The Digimon in City supposedly witnessed it. I wasn't really concerned with it, but if the same thing is happening in Darkmoon City, that's a different story. But Chief Julia said, suspicious activity inside the server. Ours, just keep a note of it, but don't tell anyone about it. We don't want to spread any rumors. No. Let's end this conversation. Now, I want to give you a gift for your hard work. I've sent it to Tamer Home. Go back and have a look. Whee! Do 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 do. Bah. bum, bum. Oh god, I've got to remember. So they do a funny thing in this game. Depending on the version of the game you play, the map for your home city is inverted. You got a gift, didn't you? Yeah, what do you get? Don't hide it. Could be anything for doing so well. I'm jealous. You're lucky. It's a special gift, isn't it? It must be something amazing. No. Instead of being jealous, why don't you guys just get stronger? You have to try harder. Machi, who are you to talk? You lost to Newton. I won 2 matches. I'm not like you. Damn, girl. I better go get back to the home and check up on the Digimon. I'm gonna raise the Digimon that will surprise Chief Glare. I'll see you later. Hey, wait! Later. I'll see you tomorrow. We should go home too. Goodbye. Hey, off we go. Unfortunately, because we're not in Dusk, we don't get Fascomon. We just get a Gatomon. Fascomon was funny in this game because Fascomon is completely unobtainable, but he is still your home guardian in Dusk. Alright, so I Gatomon, I'm proud to be your Navi Digimon at the home. And as a gift for your great performance, you received a Farm Island card. Good for you. You're now the owner of Farm Island. Go to the farm shop later and exchange a Farm Island card for a Farm Island. It'll be just as useless as in most of the video games. It'll be nice to access a Farm Island with this Digifarm PC. I can't wait! Farm Island has many functions to raise a Digimon. If you take Digimon you raised on Farm Island and use DNA Digivolve on in the DC Lab, you might get an amazing Digimon. That's all the information that they give you outside of a few very limited specific recipes for DNA Digivolution. There is not a database in-game or Digivolution trees. And sometimes the DNA Digivolution routes don't make sense, and they are not listed on Digimon's Digivolution trees. It is a insane fucking labyrinth of evolution charts that can basically get you from anywhere in the game to anywhere else in the game. Hello, Greymon. Do do do. Do 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 do. So you may be noticing at this point, wow, there sure are a lot of protagonist Digimon and or primary Digimon from the animes here. And yeah, that's basically what Dawn is, which is why it's kind of lame. Dude, normal tournament was really exciting. Which team do you think will win the next matchup? Well, you can't underestimate Nightcrow. Da 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 bum. Wow, 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 wow. I don't know, what's happened? Here it comes. Contact the other office and find out what's happening right away. Scary skeleton ball! Who are you? You look suspicious. Sunshine Shitty is beyond this point. I can't allow anyone suspicious through. You've all been egged! You've been egged, idiots! So, bum 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 bum. Egg, 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 egg. Don't move. I can't let someone like you pass. I won't let you get into Sunshine City. Don't underestimate the city's security. The shield can't be penetrated. Go, evil deaf skeleton ball. Whoop. Hey, wake up! Something's happened in the city! City security was attacked by a virus. Everyone in the city has turned into a Digi-Egg. Security at home has also been infected by the virus. Your Digimon have all turned back into rookies. If even the strict security of Tamer Home is like this, the city must be in worse shape. I'm sure even the farm shop is closed. Even though you got a Farm Island card as a tournament gift, you won't be able to get a Farm Island. How unfortunate. At any rate, go check on the city. If you're ever low on HP or MP, just come back to the home to restore them. So come back and see me often, okay? So, as expected, our team has been turned into a bunch of little dinosaurs. Do, 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 do. To Shine Plaza, quickly. There we go. Hey. Everyone has been egged. And now Coronamon is our strongest Digimon. Because Coronamon was already a rookie, their stats don't get reset. Which means they are now our nuclear toddler. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Da, 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 bong. Something's in my head, trying to take over my mind. No, I can't lose. I must get rid of the virus data that is entered. We won't last much longer like this. Dum. Be careful. This one's no ordinary Digimon. First boss of the game. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Type unknown. Name unknown. Scary skeleton ball. Bah. Luckily, we start with a multi-hit move, so we are just gonna kind of melt this guy. I love the skeleton ball. That's right. Please do not attack my rookies that don't have a lot of HP. I need them to live, because we need levels off of this. Go, Snowclaw! Good job, little guy. Sharp Claw hits way harder. Okay. Wait, we're just gonna keep doing Gatling Punch for now. As you notice, bosses do in fact have much higher speed than us, just so that they do not get completely trounced out. Luckily, he's attacking Coronamon like an idiot. As long as he keeps doing that instead of getting either of the other two, we'll be fine. Because luckily, Corona starts with Gatling Punch, which just kind of turns off early boss encounters due to it being a very early multi-hit move. Banana. Alright. Punch it in the head. Punch it in its skeleton head. Ah. I love the face it makes when it gets hit. Call bat. It missed. Damn, bro, that's embarrassing. Go! Skeleton ball has been punched to death. And that's why you want to make sure both your guys stay alive. And since we managed to keep Corona alive during the Sayo fight, it's already leveled up. Unfortunately, I think it's got to be like level 25 or something to evolve. You hadn't come. What was that thing anyway? I don't know, but there's no doubt it was trying to take over our minds. At any rate, go check on City. If there's any that are injured, they'll need to be rescued. Why do I have to check the systems? That's such a hassle. Well, this is ridiculous. I can't do something so tedious. Tompe, Cheetah, don't talk like that. This is also important work for the Union. Since we were back at the home, nothing happened to us, but the others took severe damage. Ars, Pulsa, Chief Lair wants to see you. Look at that puny mon over there. We don't know who the enemy is yet, but the virus program has caused serious damage to city systems. Access Zone is not functioning. Shine W area, Shine S area, and Shine N area can't be accessed, and communications is cut off. To be frank, it's bad. In addition, Center Bridge is blocked from traffic. Sunshine and Dark Moon are completely cut off from one another. The only places we were able to restore the link between between the city and Digi area are 3 places: Login Mountain, Chip Forest, and Thriller Ruins. As I'd like you to go to Login Mountain, I want you to search for any leads about the enemy. I don't think destroying City is their only objective. Chiclair, let us go too! We can help, right everyone? Chiclair, I request your permission as well. Request denied. You all have work to do restoring City. It's also too dangerous outside for you to go investigate currently. We'll be okay, really? Yeah, we'll be fine. I do. I want to be with everyone. No, if you guys go, then there'll only be more casualties. You guys will die if you leave. Okay, fine. Forget it. Let's go, everyone. I understand how they feel. There's no choice. And the shops, farms, and Digilab have been restored. But there are still other areas that need to be checked out, so we still need them here. Well then, Ars, I'd like to ask you again, go and investigate Login Mountain. Be careful. So Login Mountain is actually a pretty interesting zone, in that depending on the game you have picked, it is one of, I believe, 2 zones in the game where you start at a completely different area. Yeah, also we gotta do this. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong side of the map. Oh god, I move so fast with these quality of life. Hey, we gotta go over here. Hey, yeah, whatever, kid. Get out of my way, kid. Get out of my way, kid. Get out of my way, kid. I don't give a shit. I just have to get the island. I just have to buy the island. We aren't really going to do anything with the island in this one because we're just going to be sticking to a main team. You can't change your name later. Yeah. Orion. Bah. Bah. Orion Isle. Right. Hey, give me the pass. That's it. You are now a proper farm island owner. Okay, bye-bye. Okay. Now we have the Digivice down there. Ta-da. And we're never going to do anything with that, I don't think, in this playthrough. Hey, hold on. Yeah, you come over here. Oh, it's you. You're out on union work, right? I already know about it, but be careful. Sorry about the misunderstanding. I thought you were gonna force your way out like the other three. Anyway, I wonder where they went. It's dangerous outside. I hope they're doing alright. Bum ba dum bum ba dum. Hey there. What are you doing? You don't know what's going on outside. It's dangerous. Huh, we're fine. Kempa, hurry up. We apologize for acting on our own, but don't worry. We'll be alright. And here I go. See ya. Don't suit yourselves. I'm reporting this to Chief Glare. Go ahead. We're gonna prove to everyone how dependable we are. We're literally like the weakest tier tamer. Alright. Now, you may think, well, let's go to Login Mountain because it's the first dungeon. Wrong. We're going to Thriller Ruins first. After we take a break, because I need to get some water. Wow. I'll be right back in just a second. Enjoy the spooky music. Alright, chat. We're back. Sorry about that. Ugh. I needed some big refreshment. I'm being informed by a pop-up that there will be 1 inch of rain soon. Ah, what? Why am I here? Get me out of here. That's the wrong screen. That's also the wrong... Okay, I'm back. Alright, so the reason we came to this zone, specifically, this is the starting zone for Dusk. This is also the only zone in the game from the beginning of the game where you can pick up some dark Digimon. And as we are well known, we like the color purple. Specifically, we're looking for Pagumon. Okay, so another quality of life that they did announce. I'm not fighting these guys right now though. Another quality of life they did announce is that you get a lot more scan data. And I can tell that's true because at base level, I just got 20% off a single encounter. We are still going to use the power of fast forwarding to speed this up a little. Especially now that our encounter rate is so low. That's a lot of Kokuamon and not what I'm looking for. I don't even think Kokuamon goes into anything in particular. And that's why I don't want to fight these guys. They're a little high level compared to where we're supposed to be. Anyway, so what am I gonna get, like 30 to 40 for finding a Pagumon? Go to the next zone. Bum bum. Bum bum. There we go. So only a 5% increase? That's crazy. Be way higher. Alright, we can probably take on one of them. Let's see, what level are you? 13. Yeah, that's a little scary. Ow. Alright, so we don't have to worry about little guy over there. Pagumon does like no damage. Luckily, if you end a battle with a Digimon knocked out, they come back at 1 HP after the fight in this game. All of your statuses also turn off immediately after the fight ends. So let's show off what you can do with multi-hits here. KO'd, and since we targeted Pagumon, immediately switches target to the next one. This is why multi-hits are amazing in this, and why they kind of suck in comparison in Cyber Sleuth. They still do good damage. It's just, you can't, like, pad out your targeting in that game. They just always, like, single target or multi-hit. Which, took a lot of, not necessarily difficulty, but expression, I guess, out of the base game. Yeah. Gate Disc. So Gate Disc just gets you back to the beginning of a zone. The Thriller Key, that is for way, way later in the game. Dog, I do not want to see you. Why are you making Pagumon so hard to find? I've never had this issue before. This is part of the problem, by the way, with they lowered your encounter rate for these quality of life, because it was really high. Is that now we have to dig a little. Bang. Bang. Stupid baby. Yeah, there's only really, like, what, I think 2 major, like, dark lines you have to worry about in this game, just because of how the split works. And Pagumon has a lot of them. Pagumon has the entire Myotismon tree, as well as the Lilithmon tree, and I think it has something else, but I can't remember. For Goblymon is actually on the Gabumon tree in this game. So they kind of go all over the place a little bit. It's also from before Titamon existed, so it doesn't even have like a proper Mega. Instead, it goes into Black River Garurumon into Golfmon. Golfmon's actually pretty good in this game if I remember right, though. Do 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 do. You miss! You miss! You miss! Do 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 down bottom. There we go. They have in fact pumped up your EXP game pretty good. This is much faster than it used to be. Unfortunately, getting the actual spawn I want for scan data is still randomized, which means that part has been made a little annoying. Do 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 do. Ba da da dum. No attack. Kill this fraud. Kill this baby. Send it to hell. Okay, just one more. You do actually get better stats and level cap if you grind them to a higher percentage point. But we're not doing that on screen. I hate you, Kokuamon. I don't actually hate you at all, but go away. Not right now, please. There are other Digimon we could get if we went way, way deeper into this zone right now. Like, I think if we go super deep in, we can actually get Dracmon already. But he's like way, way in there. Technically, we can also encounter a champion Digimon already, but that's a bit out of the out of our current wheelhouse. Also, unfortunately, the Mega for Dracmon, bless his heart, is not actually usable in this game, even though he's in it, which is kind of weird. So instead, Dracmon's line just ends with Piedmon. Like, he's just tacked onto the end there. Hey! Let me double check. There we go. Alright, we can go get Pagumon. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. What the hell? There we go. I was a little concerned for a second there. Okay. That's all we need out of that zone for now. Pagumon gets us into this, which is actually... It's very good to have a dark type in this game. Even if your options are limited on them, due to Dusk having all the like exclusive ones specifically, but you do still want to have one because you do end up fighting a bunch of holy guys in this game. Obviously, it's the one focused on holy guys. Bum 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 bottom, bum 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 bottom. Do. Agu. Head back out. Back Back out. Go over here and grab our new little buddy. Fuck. I don't remember. Hold on. I don't remember what I set L and R to because I didn't think I would need them. Oh wait, no, I'm good. I can just click on it. Whoa, you don't see that. Hey! I mean, might as well check our Digivolution requirements while we're here. Guilmon, unfortunately, I think evolves really late. 21 for either of its evolutions. We can only evolve into Seadron, which requires 24. That's gonna be a while. And Coronamon requires 700 Beast EXP, friendship of 70%, and being level 25. So as you can see, a bit of a spike on evolution requirements here right off the bat. So right now we cannot actually go into Impmon. It's just his level requirement is too high. But we can go into Demi Debbie. So API, a cursed stat that it is from Cyber Sleuth, API does not exist here. Instead, whether you can evolve into something or not is just dependent on whether you meet the requirements and have the aptitude stat. And aptitude is just your level cap. It's literally just your level cap. It seems to work that way again in Time Stranger, by the way, in which ABI, which I assumed always stood for ability, has been erased with talent, and talent is, according to interviews, the stat that determines your level cap. Level cap was basically non-existent in Cyber Sleuth because you wouldn't have it set to 99, and then you'd evolve like twice, and it would be set to 99. So there was never any real, like, worry about it. Oh, Lars, it's you. I'm glad. I didn't know what to do. When we got to Login Mountain, the wild Digimon suddenly attacked us, and I got separated. Tompe and Cheetah kept moving on. I should have brought Digigar and negate this. What should I do? Should I go back to city? But... okay. I'll go back. I'm only in the way here right now. I'm really sorry. I don't know what came over me. Please take care of Tompe and Chia. So there's a couple Digimon we can pick up here that may be worth it, but I don't know if we'll stick with them. Of note is Monodramon, which is of course the Justimon line. Vmon is here. Hawkmon is here. I don't actually remember if Armadillomon is here. They actually started us from the... This is kind of weird. They started us from the Dusk spawn point. This zone is also way smaller than the Dusk starting one. It has way less going on mechanically. It's way quicker to get through here. Like, I could be at the boss within, like, a second. Like, I'm not joking. It's a very small area. We're actually going the wrong way on purpose right now. Yeah, there's Armadillomon. There's Patamon. Patamon is one we're probably going to want to pick up. Do, 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 do. Fair warning about Patamon. Patamon does have 2 megas in this game. You will not be able to get Seraphimon in the base game unless these quality of life changes are insane. It has a ridiculous requirement of, I think, like 7,000. What is it? 77,777 holy EXP specifically, or something like that. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bom 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 bom. Alright, there we go. Tanky little guy, this Armadillomon. He is like the highest level thing we fought that isn't a boss so far, but... Ba-da-dum. Let's clear out the back end here. Help. There we go. You gotta gate this. You can return now whenever you want. 80. So Digimon is MP, Digigar is HP for item pickups. Punch. Punch this baby in its stupid head. Lived with 1 HP. There we go. Do 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 do. Alright, we're gonna clear out the back for items here. And then we'll head on up to the boss area. Actually, we're already done here. The rest of it's locked off to us for now. God, this zone is so small compared to the one they force you to go through in Dusk for your first dungeon. Doom, 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 doom. Guilmon, for the love of God, get a move that's single target, please. There are, we talked about them a little bit, that there are unmarked resistances. For some reason, they didn't give you a strong or weak notifier until the next game. The system is in game, it just doesn't have a visual notifier in battle. Bum 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 bum. There we go. Yeah. Let's walk our way on back over. So if you're in this like area with this brown tone, this is where Vmon can spawn in. If you're looking for Vmon. And like that, we're at the boss already. Speaking of the devil. Oh, he's also got Gatling Punch. Stop punching my stupid fat-headed baby. Leave that bum alone. Pick this up. 150 double D. As long as we don't go up there, we won't start the boss fight. So let's get one more level up here. Oh, Monodramon. Oh, you really don't like that. Chronomon, I need you to, like, level up once. Because you are not capable of finishing, like, anything off. Luckily, this is one of those situations where those double hit moves come in handy. Good Lord, Guilmon. Please. Please get something new. We aren't even gonna encounter a multi-space boss until, like, main story dungeon 2. That dungeon's also gonna be so fast. We're gonna, like, blow through that. Stun is a rare chance. But if your move does do stun and it lands, it just straight up skips the opponent's next turn. There we go. Everyone leveled up. And we actually get our first evolution. Here you go, little guy. If it will let me. There we go. That's weird. Alright. Digivolved Devimon. Pico Devimon. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. New trait acquired. I'm not gonna rename him because he's gonna be going like immediately back. But we can also now see more of the evolution tree. You can see Impmon evolves into Wizardmon or Vilemon. And Pagumon evolves into Devimon or Mushiamon. Hi! Welcome! We're going to be aiming for Impmon into Vilemon on this run. So we will be de-digivolving Devi in a little bit here. But for now, we're going to stick with these two, and since we all just leveled up, we're going to be running into the first boss here. We might be a little undertuned still for this, but we'll see how it goes. It's Aquilamon. Are you mocking me? Did you really expect to defeat me with those skills? How dare you mock Aquilamon, ruler of Login Mountain? I'll crush you. Wasn't supposed to be like this. Cheetah, here he comes. Watch out. This is bad. He's way too strong. Let's apologize and ask for forgiveness. What a relief. Help us, please. So if you're playing Dusk, and say you're in a different dungeon, and instead you have to fight Raремon. Who are you? You want to fight me too? Do you really think you can beat me? Yeah. Don't mock me. I'll crush all of you. Angry boy. This might be a problem. We'll see. How much damage is he gonna do? Okay. Yeah, this should be fine. The problem will be if he hits the other two. Okay. Let's see how much Gatling Punch does off start. Not an insignificant amount. I would have liked him not to have missed. That would have been nice. No real reason to worry about MPs. So just go for the strongest thing we have. Ah! Ouchie. That hurt. Dog, what are we doing? Nah, that's not too bad. Now, this hits slightly harder. Wow, he'd be almost half dead if Coronamon didn't keep missing. Please. Kill this fucking bird. We're actually going to heal up Guilmon, because Guilmon took one hit and went to almost 50. Keeping the two squishier guys alive is our priority right now. We can grind this guy down over time, but it's the little guys that are in danger. Okay, if this lands, then Coronamon can kill him next turn as long as nobody misses anything. Ouch. Oh, okay, we're good. We're out of here. Send him to hell. Kill this stupid bird. Do do. Bottom. What? What am I doing here? Was I fighting you guys? I can't be. I feel lightheaded. Did I catch a virus? Sorry if I caused any problems while I was half asleep. I'm going home to sleep. I'll see you later. Thanks, you saved us. You could have been that guy without your help. Don't get in the way. Okay, sure, buddy. Sorry, he doesn't mean it. He's actually quite grateful to you. Really, thanks. It's embarrassing. We'll go apologize to Chief Glare. Bum. Name that kid? I don't know. All the names in this game are a little fucked up. There's a kid named Cheetah. They've got Paunch and Guts on the other team. None. Alright, let's go report to Chief Glare. And that'll close off the first chapter. Glare, don't you think they've had enough? Seems they've learned their lesson. Says no. Ours, you're back safe. Welcome back, well done. I heard about Login Mountain from Tompei and the others. The enemy attacked not only City, but the entire digital world, including the Digi area. The virus the enemy unleashed has polluted the object program of Digimon, and the digital world. There's no telling what will happen next. Stay on alert, I'm counting on you. Well then, Tompei, Cheetah, Pempa. As punishment for causing everyone problems, you guys will help with the systems check. Do Ars's, Komachi, and Pulse's work as well. Yes, sir. Oh, we're back to doing system checks again. Why don't you go to Login Mountain alone again? No, anything but that. Oh, I can't forgive them. They left me all alone. Just went on right ahead without me. Sorry, Kempa. It was just the heat of the moment. We thought you were right behind us. Sorry, Kempa. You're brave, so I thought you were actually in front of me. The only adults you see in the game are the leaders of each side and the ref from the tourney. There's, I believe, one more, but only if you've beaten every mission in the game, including the post-game stuff, and connected to online. Then you get to fight the server admin at the end of a final Super Boss tournament. There's also a couple smaller characters like Mr. Chow here that might be adults, but it's hard to tell with the world sprites. Anyway, they're like, here, you can get your quests here. Do quests in between main scenario quests. Get specific rewards. Do enough of them and you unlock the next main scenario quest. Dum bum 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 bum. If you do good enough, the Union will call on you to do those. Quests have difficulty levels, so be careful. Sometimes they'll just lie to you about the difficulty level, and by that I mean like 1 point in specifically, where you'll get like halfway through the game and there will be a really fucked up quest for no reason. Yeah, alright, so we just gotta do more. There aren't gonna be many available right off the bat. You know what? We will find Tapirmon. Another case of localization where its original name is Bakumon. It's called Tapirmon in this game. In fact, I think it's just called that in the dub in general. Which, like, I mean, technically it's like kind of the same thing. One of them just has a bit more of a mystical approach to it. No, yeah, no. I don't care about the Shine Market. I gotta remember where that little freak is. Wait, is it you? You're gonna listen to my crest? Thanks! During the earthquake, I got separated from my friend Tapirmon in Thurla Ruins. Since then, they've been missing and I'm worried. Can you go find him for me? He's probably still there. Tapirmon in this game gets saddled with, if I remember right, its evolution tree is Unimon into Piximon into either Baba or Gigimon. So it's like, ah, yeah, that's rough, buddy. Why did they change it? Yeah, it's a bunch of old children wouldn't understand Japanese words from the 90s. The problem is that, like, up until recently, localization was a little rough and not always centralized, so depending on the game you were playing, sometimes they'd use different names for different things. Like, in this game, Kentaurusumon is called Slatemon, with Slatemon being the original Japanese name because the horse is based off Sleipnir, which is why all of its special attacks are references to that. And then for some reason, the English dub decided to name it Kentaurusumon after a Greek horse. Like a Greek centaur. So, you know, shit like that's happened. For years, Lucimon's Satan mode was called Shadow Lord mode. Up until just recently, where they were like, yeah, we can't fit that on a trading card. And they've gone back to calling it Satan mode. Now, Lucimon Fall Down mode is still called Lucimon Chaos mode in the dubbing and localization, which doesn't make sense because we now have Ophanimon Fall Down mode, which is a reference to Lucimon Fall Down mode in English. There's just a bunch of silly things like that throughout the franchise that they haven't straightened out and or are too afraid to straighten out. Just due to how long they've been out there for it. Yeah, they don't need to understand what it means. It's just a name. Yeah, exactly. Also, I'm just saying, in general, Mugendramon being infinite dragon monster is way cooler than machine dragon monster. I'm just saying. Bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum. Alright, where is this one? I should probably pay more attention when I'm selecting those, but I'm on, like, autopilot. I think they're over here. It's for Vmon. Yeah, there we go. Hello, little guy. No, wait, that's Chibomon. There you are. Couple months I can play a new story game. Yep, excited. That's why we're revisiting some of these old ones that we hadn't done on stream yet. Do 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 do. This one we'll be able to go through quick. We just had to get through the intro. Now that we're through the intro, we're just gonna start like speeding through this game. We actually get to go to the digital world, not just the internet. I know, isn't it crazy? We'll get to be in the digital world for more than a hallway and a spiral hallway at the end of a video game. Okay. Get on through here. Gotta remember to pick up the key. There we go. Alright. And we're through. And it should just be right over here, if my memories from Dusk are still right. Yep. Alright, who are we getting? It's Kumamon, back before he was just called Bearmon. This game is old enough that a lot of the additions are kind of out there. For its localization. I hope Grace Novamon is at a story point. Well, we know for a fact, off of pre-release material at least, that Lunamon and Coronamon are not going to be starting as Alpha and Diana. So either it'll be a late game story point, or it'll just be the super boss. Because Grace Nova is kind of one of those things where it's like, it's hard to write a plot around the existence of Grace Nova, which is why they're specifically like, Coronamon and Lunamon are in baby mode right now. Doop bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Writing a plot around a guy who is literally a galaxy gets a little tricky. Ba-da-dum. There's no way he's not going to be in there somewhere, though. Like, in fact, I can guarantee he's going to be in there because the special edition version of the game comes with a unique Grace Nova card from the TCG with a special alt art. And they've already shown through the trailer that they're willing to make dudes really, really big in this one. Alright, got that done. Go talk to Vmon again. Get our little treats. Then we'll get out of here. I was just the collector edition statue, wasn't Jupitermon. He looks so aglow. Yeah, it doesn't help that it's Jupitermon Rage mode, which is a really awkward design to translate into a physical statue, considering he is like 70% pulsating electrified energy and jagged lines. Like, I honestly probably would have rather had like just Aegiomon. Like, I know, yeah, Jupitermon's is mega, but like, whatever. I've never been a big fan of Jupitermon. I'm very split on a lot of the Olympus 13, or 12, sorry, the Olympus 12. Just because there's some real winners in there, but there's some real goofballs in that group. Right, last one for this rarity. If I remember right. Doom, 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 doom. Hi, Betamon. I'm sorry that you don't evolve into Seigermon in this game. They did you real dirty. Aegiomon would be, yeah. Do 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 do. Like it's Aegiomon's game. we're just playing in it. All right, get this last mission out of the way. Oh, they're not gonna let us actually solve any of the puzzles in here. That's interesting. Please don't look stupid. Just, yeah, the little like minty colors. Yeah, there's plenty of costumes at least. Did I see a water pill? Yeah, I just found one and picked it up if you want it. You'll have to fight me for it. Hi, Gizamon. Weird fucking frog thing. Thanks for the follow, Dark to start. Hi. Hi, Coronamon. Punch this fucking frog thing in the head. Throw this composite target for Millenniumon deck back into the waters from whence it came. I do not like the hairy frog. I don't mind Gizamon. I just think that it looks really awkward front facing in a sprite like this. Also, it has a lot more HP than I would have expected. Bum, 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 bum. It's... how to put it? Gizamon's, like... There's a point with, like, older Digimon where you jump between, like, your marketable Scrunko, and this is a freak of nature. And Gizamon is, like, right on the tipping point. where you can tell he's an old guy. Dude. He's also really fucking tanky. Like, he's tankier than the last boss we fought. That's crazy. Yeah, let's try different moves. It might be trying to get into shiny corners. Luckily, the Digimon TCG is one of the more inexpensive TCGs to get into compared to some of the other ones. But prices have gone up recently. And by recently, I mean like, what, 7 months ago or so, due to them having like some print issues and a movie coming out at the same time as a set release for a movie that caused scalpers to buy a bunch of shit up. It's dropped back down now. Like, usually if you wait a couple releases after release, as long as you're not trying to get, like, alt art, stuff is usually pretty okay. I might be in danger. I haven't, like, actually ordered a prop. There's no box scenes for me. They sell them at my local card shop, but it's just kind of a side quest for them. Yeah, we usually have to order stuff online, just because it's not carried around here unless we get lucky and find some stuff at Target. But we're usually into that more because we like collecting them. Just we like getting the arts of our little guys. Although we have played with like the simulators and stuff, and it is a fun TCG. Yeah. Okay. Die, frog. You can't even turn into fucking Millenniumon in this game. I don't need you. Millenniumon is in this game, by the way. It's a very tricky and long, hard, complicated line to get, but it's in this game. You have to DNA Digivolve like 2 different times. Ouch, you're very rough, huh? The previous owner? If that's the case, then hurry up and give it back to him. I have some Mondo Uber bad luck with my secret pulls, though. I literally pulled the worst set of... Ooh, secret of the set 2 times. Rip. Yeah, usually they're pretty good about, like, balancing power levels. But for some reason, like, there was a stretch with, like, BT 18 through 19. And I think even the, like, EX set that was in there, where it was, like, the power level of those sets were, like, real fucked up and low. And not a lot saw play from them at all. They've been better about it now. The more recent sets have been pretty good. Okay, we gotta go talk to... I don't remember. Betamon. It was Betamon. There you are. These Digimon cards look cool. Yep, that's one of the real positives. They're printed on real good cardboard. All the foiling is great if you get foiling for them. All the art is usually just really good in general. They're not afraid to break frame all the time on the cards. Very easy to read. It's definitely one of the better looking, like, modern TCGs I've seen. Okay, last one of this. Okay. We'll finish this one up, and then that's probably gonna be it for tonight. Just because it's gonna have to be a shorter one, due to it being the weekend and it being like insanely hot and humid. It's kind of been a nightmare. We're out of water again. But we'll definitely be back again with this sooner, because this is just a really easy game for me to just plow through. Wow, while I just chat. I know most of this stuff off the back of my hand. I'm just like, well, we haven't covered this one on stream, and the new game's coming out, so I might as well plow through this one. Hi, I was making red shoes, but I want to bark and paint oil. I heard you can get more at Login Mountain, but it's dangerous for me, so I want you to go get it. Okay. Okay, small child. Digimon. Let's go devolve you now. There we go. And that'll get us the level cap we need for Antmon. Bump 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 bump. Bump 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 bottom bump 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 bump. This will also, like, immediately bump Antmon to being stronger than most of our party, just due to how stat scaling works in this. Like, this baby's gonna become very strong very fast. Bum ba-dum, bum bum bum. Alright, off we go. Unfortunately, there aren't a lot of good, like, permanent pickup inclusions available to us right now for parties. There's a couple that would be good to pick up in, down here in Chip Forest. But I have to grind those out. The red shoes should just be over here. There we go. There's, oh no, sorry, that's the paint oil. The shoes are up top. Pokemon! Hi! Hi, little guy. I'm gonna beat you to death. Ah! Erased. Erased from time and history itself. Grab this. There's the bark. Alright, now we just gotta head on back. Oh, there's our first Hawkmon. And a lot of Tokomons. Okay. I'm not too worried about the Tokomon, since Snow Agumon and Guilmon both have AoEs on them. Do, 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 do. They are just kind of little guys. Oh, hey! Let's finish him off. Pop. Ah! Say it till they open your mouth. Yeah. Ah! They're little guys. I'm hitting them and they're opening their mouth and they're dying. Pop. There we go. Okay, let's get out of here. Easy peasy mission. Nope, I took the wrong way. That's my bad. That's my bad. That's my fault. An extra fight for me. Beat this man to death. Still just not enough. Just a little bit off. Alright, there we go. That'll finish it. I gotta pick up 2 more guys at some point here. We'll have some better options in the next zone if I remember right. But for now, let's return this to... I already forgot who the quest was for. It was Patamon. It was for Patamon. There you are. Now I can make red shoes and everyone will be happy. Sure, buddy. Thanks, Patamon. Enjoy your red shoes. Do 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 do. You complete it. Take this money. There you go. So next time, we'll take on Limit Valley. And by take on Limit Valley, I mean we'll run through Limit Valley in like less than 10 minutes. It's another very short dungeon. The first like actually pretty hefty dungeon isn't till I think it's the 4th mission, so it'll be after that, and that's Loop Swamp because you can get stuck in there for a while. That place sucks. Alright, let's save. Okay. That's gonna be it for tonight. But thanks for coming out, everyone. I'll head back to our main homepage here and we'll give out a couple thanks. Hey everyone. Thanks for coming out today. We should be back, I think, tomorrow, and we'll do a bit more of this. And then if all things go according to plan, we'll be back on Friday to pick up more of Deltarune Chapter 4. Last time we got into the Dark World finally, because the intro sequence was super long. So we'll be picking up with some actual fights and stuff then. And hopefully it won't be as killer on our throat as that first segment was. With that, take care, everyone. Sleep tight. That's going to be curtains for us here at the Theater of the First. And we'll see you all next time, okay? Sweet dream. Ah! Ah! The heat's killing my throat so bad I can't even keep it up. Bye. Sweet dreams, everyone. Bye-bye.